Hello my beauties! Today I'm going to talk to you about everything you need to know about dry skin. And there are actually two different types of dry skin, and the only difference between those two is one is lacking in water and one is lacking in oil. There should be a very good balance between oil and water on your skin. The reason for any forms of acne or problematic skin is when you have an imbalance of oil to water ratio. So even if you have super oily skin, you can also have dry skin at certain times, and that is mostly because of dehydration. So whether you're dehydrated or have dry skin, the most common symptoms you'll notice is your skin is a little bit more red and sensitive, you have really taut and tight skin feeling, a lot of like fine lines and wrinkles, sometimes just dry and flaky skin. So those are the most common symptoms, but if you have super dry skin, those symptoms are obviously enhanced and more exaggerated. You might have deeper wrinkles and you might even have like really fine and thin skin. Like sometimes you can see capillaries and little vein and blood vessels on your surface of the skin. Even after you're applying a ton of moisturizer and things like that, your skin still feels dry. You can still see dry patches, as well as, you know, like waking up in the morning and your skin is like not oily at all. Those you can tell you have super dry skin. So for those who have dehydrated skin, can also be oily skin types. So that is very common, especially I have gone through that where I've either over exfoliated my skin or I've used a ton of products that just dried up my skin and made me totally dry, or there are certain products that you've used that has stopped the oil production and then your skin just feels really dry. So of course there are also a lot of reasons what causes you to have dry skin. The very first one is food and lifestyle. If you have a diet that consists of very little oil, you also notice that your skin will be less oily. Also at the same time, if you're not drinking enough, then your skin will be dehydrated, as well as smoking and drinking alcohol will cause your skin to dry out, not to mention the damage it causes to your body. Number two is inappropriate skincare, and that also includes incorrect skincare. So whether you have oily or dry skin, if you're not using the right skincare for your skin type, you're not getting that benefit or that result. So for instance, when you do have dry skin, you have to make sure that you are hydrated and you're moisturized at all times. Sometimes failing to exfoliate can also cause that blockage where the natural oils don't come out or the skincare that you're putting on does not get penetrated into the skin. At the same time, if you have super oily skin and you're stripping the oils constantly and you're using a lot of products that's dehydrating your skin, you also need to switch that up as well. Number three is environmental and season changes. So this happens every time we change into a season. Obviously your skin needs to adjust to the change of climate, but also in summer when you're exposed to the sun a lot and if you're not wearing sun protection, your skin will dehydrate very quickly. And as well as, you know, in winter and the windy seasons, a lot of times your body produces less oil in those seasons and therefore you feel dry and less hydrated in those times. That's why you need a lot of external moisturizer just to sort of make sure your skin is balanced and is coping with that change. Number four is aging, and sadly this is just the process of life and everyone has to go through it. As you probably may or may not notice is that as you age, your body produces less fat, and you will also notice that in your face, especially. As you can see, when a person ages, the features tend to be more sunken, so therefore there's lack of oils in the skin, and that's why wrinkles and so forth form, because there's not enough collagen and not enough fat and oil to keep it bouncy and smooth. Last but not least is diseases or sickness. There are some diseases or illnesses that can cause your skin to be super dry and super dehydrated, and there's actually no topical way to actually solve that problem. It just needs a lot of special attention, and that's a very special case. There's the 3 golden rules on how to basically keep your skin hydrated, and the number one is keeping hydrated internally, which means drinking a ton of water, keeping up with your minerals, your nutrients, so eating foods that will help, you know, hydrate your body from within. So drinking things that has a lot of electrolytes, you know, like watermelon, coconut, as well as eating foods that actually help to hydrate your body, like the woodier mushroom that I talked about, goji berries and so forth. So number 2 is obviously moisturizing. So by using the correct products for your skin type is very important. If you don't know what to use, just stick to the 5 basic things, which is cleansing, exfoliating, toning, moisturizing, and protection. Now last but not least is locking in the moisture, and that has a lot to do with maintaining and keeping up with the routine, as well as, once in a while try and put a mask on, try and do exercises for your body to regulate the production of oils. So as usual, I'm here to help you, to give you some tips on how to keep your skin more hydrated. Now the very first thing is obviously drink more water, especially mineral water, because minerals will help your body absorb the water better. Number two is adding lemon or honey to your water, because both of them will hydrate your skin both internally, externally, and also helps you absorb the water and get rid of the fat as well. Eat more fruit and vegetables, especially vegetables and fruit that contain vitamin A, C, and E. Use a humidifier in a dry climate, especially if you're in an environment that's constantly under the air conditioning or the heater. Just make sure you drink a lot of water, but also maybe have a glass of water next to you so the room is actually hydrated at all times. Not even like a glass of water, have like a bowl of water. Always moisturize after you've toned your skin, as well as using a spray to help hydrate your skin throughout the day. So whether it's a spritzer of just water, or if you actually have a moisturizing spray. Very, very important is to massage your face every day with clean hands, of course, and that will help to stimulate the microcirculation in the skin and allows your skin to absorb the products better. But also by increasing the blood circulation, you're allowing your skin to produce better oils. You also need to de-stress, because as I mentioned before, stress will cause a ton of weird things to happen to your body, like you have all these weird stress related problems. So make sure you try to relax and stress less. You can also exercise regularly, because when you exercise, not only are you pumping blood to all of your body, you're also increasing that blood circulation, but the endorphin production as well, so make sure you're a happier person as well. Last but not least is prevention versus cure, so make sure that you protect your skin from the sun, from the harsh rays of the environment, so make sure you put sunscreen on every day. Basically, you just need a lot more care, a lot more TLC. So you might even need to use like an argan oil or a rosehip oil to moisturize on top of whatever you're using if you want to increase that moisture level, as well as maybe instead of doing a mask once a week, you might need to do it every 2 or 3 days. On top of that, you might be needing to take in a lot more hydrating products internally, so whether you're drinking a lot more water than usual or eating foods that might give you a bit more hydration from the inside out. So there's nothing wrong with hydrating the skin, and you can never go wrong with overhydrating, because there's no such thing as overhydrate. And last but not least, I would like to stress that sleeping is so important, because when you don't sleep properly and when you don't sleep in the golden hours of 11 to 2, it will cause your skin to be drier. If you have oily skin, it will make your skin even more oilier. So make sure that you sleep within the golden hours, you hydrate, and you have a healthy diet, and you're happy, and everything will be fine. So when you have dry skin, just try to make sure that you're not using products that's too harsh for your skin. Don't exfoliate your skin. Don't use products that is going to make your skin break out or irritate or red. Stay away from really, really hot showers. Stay away from the air conditioning or things that might dry your skin. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, leave your comments below. You can also ask me on my social medias. And I hope you guys had a lovely week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!